Jeff Gerstmann, you are a man that was alive and playing video games in the 1990s.
This is an accurate statement.
You know, I was also that.
Fact.
Fact.
Yes.
I was also that. I was younger, and I didn't have a PC, and a fire alarm's going off.
Oh, God, the fire alarm.
There are lights flashing.
All right. Carmageddon is too hot. We've got to get out of the building. It's too much.
That's why they banned it?
Yeah, that's why it was banned.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I know. Reincarnation, we'll have to wait. We have to go stand on the street for a while.
God damn it.
Fucking shit.
Jeff Gerstmann.
We are back, Dan Reichers.
We're back. You know, I was reading a bit about the history of Carmageddon, and I heard that it was a little too hot for some countries. It got banned in, I want to say, Brazil and Portugal or something. They had to tone it down quite a bit, and I thought they might have been overreacting. But I'll be damned if we didn't try to start playing this game about 20 minutes ago, and the goddamn fire alarm started going off in this building.
Yep. Very loud, very shrill.
We may be tempting fate by even attempting to play this game right now.
Yeah, I'm worried that as soon as you hit start on this thing, it's going to start all over again.
All right, well.
But this is Carmageddon, Reincarnation.
We got 2 cars in there. No cars in the game, actually. This is just a very abstract puzzle platformer.
Good, good. We need more of those.
Yeah. No, so this was kickstarted a while ago, and I was actually really curious about this going in because as such a Twisted Metal fan back in the day.
Twisted Middle.
Twisted Middle. I was in the Twisted Middle. Yeah. I liked anything with cars blowing up other cars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And this seemed to be that from all the ads I saw on EGM and Game Informer, but I never really got to play it because it was mostly a PC thing.
Yeah. So I played it on the PC, and it just always seemed like it was missing something. Like it never had a game in there. Like it was kind of the heady days of the '90s and stuff, and they, had the concept of we're gonna make it super murdery, and you can run all these people over to win, or do this to win, or do this to win. But it never really clicked with me. So I don't have a huge history with Carmageddon. I was more of a quarantine man.
I've not played that either.
You're a taxi cab with guns, and you got to pick up fares in a crazy town that's under quarantine.
Okay. I was Twisted Metal in Vigilante 8, although Vigilante 8 was a step below for sure. But let's take a look at who we got here.
I was more Interstate 76.
Was that PC only, or was that?
Yeah, it was.
Okay,
because Vigilante 8 was a spin-off of.
Okay. Because I remember wanting to play Interstate 76 too, but it was just on PC.
Yeah, so. And Interstate 76 was just a mech warrior game with cars instead of mechs.
Cool.
It was pretty rad.
So we got Max Damage here. He looks like a Mad Max type dude there.
Okay.
We got Diana. You see,
okay, yeah, no, that's all right.
There's a common name in the English language called Diana. It's actually it's my aunt's name. But see, they put the word "die" in there, like someone's dying, and then her name's Anna.
Anna.
Instead of her name
Diana.
Yeah. So
they could have gone with Diana, but that would make sense. Like, what does that even mean?
That's redundant. Yeah. We got Vlad. He's a Viking with crazy goggles.
Okay.
Got Ed 101. He's a robot. We got Cutter. He's a gimp. Nora Virus. Got kind of a Mad Max Borderlands thing going on here.
All right.
Valhalla.
Sure.
Dominatrix appears to be.
But you haven't. They all come with their own separate cars, but you haven't unlocked most of these cars.
Right.
Most of it, so.
We got Rusk, who just looks like part of the Main Street Posse.
Yeah, I think that's just Pete Gas.
I think so. I was thinking more of a Joey Abs. That's a good name, Joey Abs.
Yeah.
Nutkins. I'm guessing these are Kickstarter backers.
Oh, yeah, I guess maybe, huh?
That's good.
I wonder.
I hope that's not. We got Stegosaur. You can kind of see in the silhouette. He's got a Stegosaur car.
Yeah, all right.
Ivan the Bastard. He appears to be a drunken Russian who drives a car called the Bear. Twig and Berries. That's a penis and testicles joke. From a guy with a Hawaiian
Thanks
shirt.
for explaining this stuff, because it'd be really.
I just want to make sure.
I wouldn't be able to fucking understand any of this.
I just want to make sure folks are understanding the jokes.
Yeah. Jokes get better when you explain them.
That's what I've always said.
Yeah.
Yes. We've got the Brothers Grimm.
That's hilarious.
I think that used to be a book.
Oh.
Maybe.
I thought that was like a different.
It's about a guy in a top hat that had a puppet with a top hat.
Grim Brother 1. Sorry. Grim Brother 1 lost Grim Brother 2 while racing to a cemetery. How ironic. Now he sticks his hand up his dummy brother's rear and pretends he's still here while his deceased sibling resides in the coffin in the back of... Sorry, I'm allergic to dumb, needless backstory.
I like it in Twisted Metal. Look at Screwy Louie. He looks like a fun guy. Okay. We got Otis Pete Jive Funk. He's got the catty fat cat.
Dan?
Yes.
Pick a car.
Okay. I like all these fun names. I'm going to be Diana.
Okay.
Leaving the garage. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start this. I believe
Steelworthy. One of those cars, I guess maybe is that how you unlock some of these other guys?
I would imagine maybe if I can wreck him. I'm not entirely sure what the criteria is there. This one is classic karma, which means I have 3 different ways I can win. I can either hit all the checkpoints first, I can wreck everyone, or I can kill literally every pedestrian, of which I believe there's over 700, so that does not seem like the most efficient way to do this.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, yeah, this was a common complaint in the Steam user reviews I've been looking at, is that these loads are terrible. A lot of people were posting like their rigs and everything, and people with some really high-end machines were having some major, like, minute-long loads going into every event.
Well, I guess, it's probably loading in the whole arena, so it's kind of a large area.
Yeah.
Right? So...
I think that might be the least of this game's problems, though, because in playing it, it does not seem to control well at all. Another common complaint in the Steam things. So yeah, you will want to run over guys just to get points. You can use those points to repair your car. Once you're wrecked, you can get yourself back on track if you spend some points. You can go into the negatives, I found. But yeah, it is really hard to control these cars. There are handbrakes and stuff, but man, it's just like controlling on ice a lot of the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can see up there the 1 out of 5. That's how many you've got wrecked. The 1 out of 5 on the right is how many laps you've done, and then you've got the 8 out of 705 pedestrians, which just seems ludicrous.
Yeah. What the fuck's that guy even doing?
I've seen a lot of that. A lot of AI cars just driving straight into walls with no one touching them or anything. Yeah, lots of issues like that.
Well, it's the crazy future.
Whoa.
I
think I got the car.
Stole the Count Slash.
Yeah, I think I might have that car now. Yeah, everything about this game, the sense of humor, the gameplay, it all seems straight out of that.
The sense of humor seems like it's very British and also, or very, I guess, European maybe. I guess not even British, right?
More so just...
This is not made in...
I would say more than the European thing. I would say just that 90s, like, yeah, we're hardcore, like, just...
Yeah.
We were saying dirty words and stuff,
Right, yeah. I mean, well, I guess that's always like the weird thing. Like, you're kind of rebooting or making a sequel to this, like, make no mistake, like, for as much as, like, I don't think too highly of Carmageddon, like, it was beloved in its era. There wasn't really a lot like it, and, it was certainly over the top in a way that few games were then. So it had a fan base. So it's, otherwise I don't think the Kickstarter would have worked out, right? So,
right. And like, the Kickstarter was for like 400,000 and made like 620,000.
Okay.
It did well for itself.
Yeah. So, it's sort of strange in a way, but like this game, clearly there are people that remember it fondly, and so it seems like they made this game trying to just make it another one of those.
Yeah. Which again, if you're banking on nostalgia, I mean, that's probably the smart call, I just don't know if it holds up. It reminds me of when that new Twisted Metal came out, and I just super wanted, like, oh, sweet, more Twisted Metal. That was my favorite thing in the world in '97. And then I played it in 2013 or whenever that new one came out. And I was like, oh, I think the gaming industry has kind of moved past this type of gameplay.
Yeah.
I wonder if fans of this series would feel the same way,
Well, yeah, I guess that's the question, right? I don't... For me, it's hard, like, my perspective is specifically that I think those old games were kind of bad.
Right,
and this is another one of those, and I go, hey, great, way to make another bad Carmageddon game, I guess. But, like, there's still something... I find myself wanting to mess with this, even though... Oops. Oh, you recovered there? Is that?
Yeah, that's like the go back on track. I don't know if somebody hit a thing that made everyone freeze.
I think you did.
I did.
There are different. You'll see different power-ups or different modifiers kind of pop out on the left. Like there were like helium-filled pedestrians for a little while there, and now they're frozen.
Okay, yeah, I'd hit one once that was like blind pedestrians, and so okay, that was intentional. It looks like. But yeah, these barrels are your power-ups basically. Sorry if I interrupted you there.
No, I think it's. Like making a new Carmageddon is a super fucking weird thing to do in the first place. So,
yeah.
Like I shouldn't be surprised that this game seems hell of dumb. But
it really does. We haven't seen a lot of the jokey stuff yet, but a lot of the on-screen text, like there was an "all your checkpoints belong to us" joke, stuff like that.
That's current. It's good, relevant stuff.
Yeah.
It's a hot one
for sure. I only have to kill like.
Explain that one. I mean, you know, I know you love to explain jokes. Like,
Yes.
Let's break
there was
that
a
one
Genesis game with poor localization.
Okay, got it. All right.
Zero. Fuck. What was it?
It was Zero Wing.
Zero Wing.
It was the European release of Zero Wing.
Okay, there we go. And it had bad localization, you see. And they said all your base belong to us, which really in English that's just not a properly constructed sentence at all. It's almost humorous in how poorly constructed that sentence is.
I agree with you. It was humorous how poorly constructed that sentence was.
And so when they said all your checkpoints belong to us, that was like that joke.
Got it. Okay.
But with this word in place. So
I get
it's
it.
funny.
I get you. I get you. The Brothers Grimm.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. You got it. You get humor.
No, I understand funny. Believe me. I've seen every episode of Family Guy twice.
Oh my
so
goodness,
when
really?
it comes to referencing stuff in something,
Oh, when he hit his knee and then he held it for way too long.
I'm there.
Oh,
I'm
God,
there, man.
Just couldn't stop laughing. And then Stewie's a baby, and babies can't normally talk.
they don't normally talk. It's true.
Much less be homicidal towards their own family.
Exactly.
Oh, man.
Like what?
It's good stuff.
It's a scream.
Yeah, I'm almost laughing right now just thinking about it.
Yep.
But we need to play Carmageddon.
That's
here,
true.
so.
We need to get fucking our head in the game here
Yeah.
because you've got this car.
I think I'm almost done racing this, I hope.
It says 3 out of 5 up top. I don't know.
Oh, God, this is boring. It does have...
Well, you're also trying to win the race, which is probably the most boring way to win, right? I mean, you're actually driving the track, completing the checkpoints.
Yeah, should I just go around and start trying to kill everyone?
No, win. I want to see the next area because this is, when I played it, this was the area that I saw. So
okay.
I want to see you do something other than drive around this specific city.
Okay. I actually saw, like, it does some decent stuff with repairing the car. So if you hold in Y,
yeah,
it'll,
kinda.
like, I'm not really beat up enough to see it right now. But the way it just kind of, like, inflates your car and, like, sucks it back up like the T1000, like your parts that came off. I think that's kind of cool, but, yeah, whatever. It's a small victory.
Yeah.
Looks like there are, how many other cars on the course here? We got 2 other live ones, it looks like.
Yeah, it says 3 out of 5 up top for both laps and for, I guess, for cars. So.
Okay. Yeah, there's a dog. See, Twisted Metal, they were scared to let you kill the dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, not Carmageddon.
No.
Carmageddon's going for it.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it did. It went for it when games didn't go for it this way.
I mean, wasn't this kind of around the same time period that Postal was going for the same type of approach in a different genre?
Yeah, I mean, same basic. Yeah, not right at the same time, I don't think, but you know. Sure.
I think back then, as far as like 90s stuff that was pushing the envelope, I think Mortal Kombat always hit the right note of like, yes, this is controversial, yes, this is violent, but it wasn't just trying to smear your face in it all the time.
Well, when it got goofy, it did it. I think it did it well.
Oh, with like the friendships and animalities and stuff.
When they had their responses. I mean, animalities was maybe a little bit over the line, but you know, MK2 with the friendships and babalities, I think were okay.
Which friendship is kind of a funny joke in itself, in that like, okay, you're gonna.
It's a good reaction to people thinking that Mortal Kombat is nothing but violence. They're like, well, fuck you. Here are friendships.
Yeah.
And, I think that's a funny idea.
Yes.
That I think they handled well. But yeah, I mean, whatever, man. This is. I mean, it's hard to match up the years one for one and know that we're talking about the exact same time. But
Yeah.
like Beavis and Butthead.
Right.
Existed in a big way,
Yeah.
Like there was.
And then South Park. It was later in the decade for sure.
But yes, and also I feel like South Park is certainly crass in a lot of ways, but I think they did a better job.
Oh yeah.
Of delivering actual comedy.
Yeah. Well, hell, I remember in the early 90s, like, The Simpsons was controversial. I remember at the school I went to, like, so many kids weren't allowed to watch The Simpsons.
Weird.
And, like, friends would come over to my place. I went to a Catholic school, So, like,
sure.
friends would come over and then tell their parents that, like, I watched The Simpsons. And they're like, oh, you shouldn't hang out with that Dan. He's watching The Simpsons, which is the least of the reasons you probably shouldn't
I know,
be hanging out with me.
yeah. There were probably like a dozen or more reasons.
Yeah,
like, don't hang out over at that Dan kid's place. He's going to dig a trench and fucking push you into it.
That was justified. I stand by that.
All right.
Man, I'm bored with this game.
You have only killed 103 of the 705 people you could have killed here. No wonder you're bored.
Oh,
think of all the murder you're missing out on.
Boy. Let me see, what's the checkpoint thing here? So am I actually adding
It
to my
says
time?
5 out of 5 here. Oh, is it a time thing? Okay.
Well, I mean, I have noticed that my time has gone up from time to time. I'm just trying to figure out exactly.
Yeah.
what's
You're getting
doing
12 seconds every time you run over a person.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of like a Daytona USA type thing.
Yeah, and everyone knows Daytona would give you more time when you ran over people.
Of course, yeah. Oh boy. Oh, bacon slicers. See, shut up! Like these things that show up on screen are really stupid.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I
don't know where you're going.
was trying to read things and then that's always a mistake. So, oh, the person didn't have a leg. Cat and mouse bonus, bacon slicer.
It's the Bullet Storm of.
Did you like Bulletstorm?
I did like Bulletstorm.
I did too.
I fully expected to hate Bulletstorm based on everything that they said about it pre-release.
Yeah.
But that was a quality product.
I thought the gameplay
combo system was a lot of fun.
Yes,
The story ended up being pretty good. Like at the end of Bulletstorm, I was like, you know what? I would like to see another one of these.
Yeah. I wonder. I kind of doubt we ever will, but.
Yeah, that ship is sailed.
Yeah. Well, actually, yeah, because Adrian Kimmelar's left Epic, or People Can Fly. Now that's the vanishing of Ethan Carter to the astronauts. Yeah. That's right. What's Epic doing besides Fortnite now?
That open source Unreal Tournament game, or not open source, rather the free to play kind of early access forever
right
thing. With they're launching their own launcher.
Gotcha.
All that stuff.
Pedestrian had a road cone on his head, which is a silly thing to do.
It's like Plants vs. Zombies or something.
Yeah. Got an achievement.
All right. We hear the applause. You've won the race.
Cool. Continue. So do I... Oh, so I stole Cutter. So now I have Cutter.
Yeah.
So I can just look at it? Okay. Oh, you can see, like, the ending state of all these cars. All right. Some dubstep going on here.
Yeah, the 90s, you know.
Yeah. It was hot back then. Was Prodigy dubstep?
No.
They were big in the 90s.
Yeah. No, dubstep did not exist in the 90s.
Prodigy kind of like dubstep?
No, not really.
No?
I mean, in that it... Okay, I'm going to say... Okay. There's an energy and aggression to dubstep that the Prodigy also traded in.
Okay. All right.
To some dubstep, not all of it.
All right.
The more mainstream end of dubstep, I would say, kind of deals in a type of aggression that fits into, let's say, a game where you're running over 700 pedestrians.
Okay, that makes sense. We'll do this one other thing here. Looks like I can...
Is this the next event? What is this?
Yeah, it's the next one.
Okay.
So you can see here a Grassy Knell. Looks like the map, but we're going to do a Checkpoint Stampede mode, which is different than the last one we did.
Okay.
And there's also this Corporate Plaza map that we won't check out here. Going up against Stegosaur. All right. Checkpoint Stampede. So yeah, I think it's first to like X amount of checkpoints.
A checkpoint spawns. The first player through the checkpoint wins the point. And then another checkpoint spawns. Okay.
Yep.
So, got it. Is there online in this?
There is. I was not able to get into a match, and from the looks of it, I saw 3 active games going on. I was not able to join them because once they're in progress, it seems like you can't join.
Oh, okay.
So there is online. There's also free play, so if you just want to pick like a mode and a number of cars and stuff like that, you can do that.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, these load times are unfortunate.
Target acquired.
Yeah, they're not great.
4, 3, 2.
Let's see if I get some more items this time. Okay,
You had to pay 1,000 credit fine because you took off early.
Oh, wow. Okay. So this one, you're going to see more power-ups and stuff. So you can cycle between them with LB and RB. Let's see what this one is. Hey, I want that. Damn it. Okay. All right. Yeah, this is already more fun than that last mode. So you got to kind of hold X and rock it back and forth to right yourself.
You have 0 checkpoints.
I do. I got a pelvic thrust move. So let me see if I can do that to a pedestrian or something here. Here you go.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just like a
turbo boost.
Oh, please just get me in there. All right. There's turbo boost or pelvic thrust over the checkpoints. Yep. Turn around. Okay.
Yeah, drive up that building.
Yep. That's how I turn around in real life. All right. Get me over.
Your car's a little fucked up.
Yeah, so watch it. I'll inflate it. I don't think I have enough money to repair that left side, but you got some of it. Where the fuck is the checkpoint? Oh, it's okay. Get me up there. Stegosaur, I was right there. Damn it. All right.
I like that you can see Diana behind the wheel of that car.
Yeah. Oh, so
oil slicks from your arse.
Yep. I can hit A and put them right out of my arse there. kills him. All right, he's super dead. Is that the fire alarm again?
I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah, all I have is oil slicks here. It's kind of frustrating when, like, I can tell I'm not going to get this checkpoint here, so I almost want to stand back and just be ready
hope
for the
that
next
you're
one.
near the next one or something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, that's sure.
Nope, it's over there. Excuse me. Damn it. Slaughter mortar. Let's see what this does. Yep.
Oh, all right. Shoots stuff.
Sure. Whoop, all right. Let's take this guy out before he takes my checkpoint. Damn it. I'll say this mode does seem much better than the standard one, but also it does not control great.
Yeah, it kind of seems like mind-shitting ability.
Yep.
Ah,
Oh,
see,
it makes fart sound effects.
Look, you know what? Dan,
Yes.
farting is not shitting. And
No,
I think
no.
using sound effects for one when implying the other is irresponsible.
Sounds do happen when you
Sure.
shit. And I think they are actually still farts. Like if you were sitting in a
Sometimes.
stall.
Okay, look.
If you're sitting in a stall and someone next to you is presumably shitting because they're sitting in a stall, and you heard funny sounds coming out of them, I would say like, oh, that guy's in there making funny fart sounds. I think
I
so.
just realized I no longer want to have this conversation.
Okay, we're gonna end this conversation now. All right. Got a headbanger bonus.
Does that 5 out of 8 mean you're in 5th place, or that you
No.
have 5?
If
You
you-
have collected 5 checkpoints.
If you look at the bottom right, you'll see the current standings.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh god, the cars roll over. They do that Twisted Metal 3 thing a lot, where they roll over on their tops, and it's kind of infuriating. Damn it. These modes, it always feels like there's a certain element of luck to it. It's like, oh, turns out I'm right by the checkpoint.
Yeah, that certainly.
I do like this checkpoint though because it requires you to drive up the side of the building, which is
Yeah, that's cool.
get up there. Yeah. All right. This is gonna be no good. Yep. Let's inflate that back up.
Yeah, you fucked up your car.
All right, I can get that one. I need one more. Oh boy. I got an opponent repulsificator. Let's see what that does.
That'll probably push people away.
Yep. And let's see. Yeah! Okay, that was a spring that came out of my car and shoved him into a building and he exploded. I gotta give credit when credit's due. I like that.
Yeah, that was neat.
Oh, I want to do that again to him. Hey, buddy. Come here. Oh, boy, this doesn't work. Hey, come here. Okay. I like doing that a whole lot. That's the best thing I've seen in this game. Oh, look, there's a greenie over here. The greenie wants to go into the side of a building. Stealing my checkpoint. Oh, boy. Okay.
Yeah, you brought that on yourself.
Yeah, I guess so. Practice. Boy, I don't like this music. That was fun.
He did not blow up.
Yes, he did.
Okay, he did.
I won!
Race completed.
Ding!
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Thanks, Jeff.
Yeah.
If you'd like, I can spend another 35 minutes going through the character listing.
No, I think I'm okay.
You want to do that off the quick
Yeah,
one,
I think
or do that
I'll do
okay.
that. I'll do that myself. I think I'll get into that at home.
Okay, cool.
When I can
cool.
truly appreciate the.
Cool. And you're going to laugh really loud. You don't want to bother people. We're in a big
Yeah, I
office
mean
here.
there were a ton of really funny. When you recognize it says rectum.
Right.
When you do stunts, it says cunning stunts.
Yeah,
like that's
yeah.
really good stuff.
Maximum Sexy Pigeon Army of Arseholes. I'm guessing that's the track?
Probably a song.
Sure. All right. Hey, look. I leveled that thing up and I got new locations. Yeah.
Okay, so you level up, get new locations, new
Yeah.
offensive upgrade.
Yeah.
All right.
There's a part shop and you can change skins.
They've
and
got a progression in here and stuff. That seems all right.
I'll show you real quick. Oh, wait, the stuff menu. Oh, that's that. There is a place where I can customize. So yeah, you got the part shop. So you got these different things you can unlock.
Okay.
There's also different skins. Most of these have seemed to be unlocked from the beginning. And then rims.
You've not unlocked the second rims.
No, I think there was a really stupid joke somewhere. I don't remember where it was. Collectibles? Oh, yeah, you collect smelly bushes. That's the collectible. I think it's just bushes that you find in the game. And that's their collectibles, Jeff.
Sure.
So, yeah, I think that's a good sense of what Carmageddon is. It ain't great. If you absolutely loved it probably back in the day, this probably will hold some value to you.
Yeah, but they also sell those old ones on Steam, or they have been for a while, so I wonder, like, that was the thing, going, you know, I went and I played original Carmageddon, and then said, now let's try the new one. And I was like, oh, this is the same fucking thing.
Oh, right.
And like, it's a bad way to experience the new game.
Yep.
But, yeah, I don't know, like, people wanted it. They made it.
They paid for it?
It's for, yeah, it got Kickstarted. It's for sale. Like, that's the ideal scenario for Kickstarter, right?
I guess
so. A thing that wouldn't get published otherwise, probably wouldn't get made unless enough people waved money in the direction and said, no, we definitely want this. So
it didn't get Boogerman funded for me, so maybe it doesn't. Not every dream can come true via Kickstarter.
That's true. It doesn't. But, you know, this one did, and that's cool in its own way, even if I am not a fan of it.
Likewise.
That doesn't matter. Who cares what I think?
Well, thanks for joining me, Jeff.
Thanks, Dan.
See, Halfwit Harry. Okay, so he drives the lumberer car here. The last time.